This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, proudly sponsored by Air Up. I'm joined by KSI's manager and his coach. This is very nice. You've got Mams, Taylor and ALEXIS. We'll start with this. Let's go straight into it. I'm sure you guys will have to run off in a matter of minutes. ALEXIS, talk to me about this event. You've watched many events in your time, obviously being a coach, MMA, boxing. How does this feel, the fight feel for you compared to any others?
Yeah, it feels huge. It feels epic. It feels like it's going to be one of the biggest fight shows in the world. That's what it feels like. From the open workouts, which are enormous, to the fight card, which is absolutely insane. Every fight is a banger. Literally, from the influencer scene, this is the pinnacle of it. It doesn't get bigger. And also from the top end of the fighters we've got now, the pros that we've got like KSI, Tommy Fury, they are that level of fight that command a pay-per-view, and it's massive. Logan on the card, Dennis on the card, it's enormous.
Chaos is going to happen here this week.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some knockouts. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
Knockouts, I guess that's minimum things that's going to happen. I'm sure there'll be a lot more exciting stuff around the corner. For Mams, been stressful so far this week, or is it now starting to calm down and pick up again?
When you go 300 miles an hour all the time, you start getting used to that. So yes, there's stresses, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes, but we carry on. And I think we're very confident and excited. It's going to be an absolutely unbelievable show.
When did the nerves start to build for you guys? Because I know this is KSI's toughest test of misfits. When did they start to climb up? But I guess it's a question for you at the weigh-in, but we'll ask it today.
There's not one bit of nerves. I think if you're nervous, you haven't done your job. There's an excitement, there's an anticipation. There's an excitement, there's anticipation of a fight. But to be nervous, it'd be being disrespectful to the process. Okay. I think we've forged the process. The process is.
Yes, I'm gonna change my answer now.
No, I think the process is the key. We've prepared really, really well, and we've done the best we can do. So I'm going in there super confident, and so's JJ. And whatever arises, we'll deal with it on the flip. But the truth of the matter is that I don't think there's anything that he can do that we haven't experienced. Obviously, a fight's a fight, but we've given him the look of every pro that we can get our hands on with a similar record and a similar style. So that's as best as I can do as a coach.
That's giving you a lot of confidence. ALEXIS he's a very good talker, good speech.
I call him every day, and I get the confidence.
You have a therapy session of ALEXIS every day.
I speak to JJ every day, and the confidence he has, the confidence ALEXIS has, instills confidence in me. I've seen JJ work. I've seen him grow. I've seen his mentality, and to be honest with you, my confidence is always there. My nerves are there, but some people are less prone to that than others. But listen, when he fought Swarms, I was nervous, just because he's my little brother and I'm invested. So it's not that I don't, hopefully it doesn't mean I haven't done my job, but it's more like, It's just I care. And I don't want, listen, the Joe Fournier fight, I was supremely confident, but at the same time, something went wrong with the accidental forearm. I didn't want that to happen, and later on, so anything can happen, but at the end of the day, I fully believe in JJ, and I believe in ALEXIS and Marius. And I will say this guy, how old was I when I met you? 7.
Because of people who don't know this, but ALEXIS and Mams, they go way back. They've known each other for years.
They do the math.
They're both quite old now. I'm 19, quite young. They're both quite old, so they don't do the maths. But you guys know a very long time.
I met him when I was about 19.
So my age then.
20 years old. Yeah. And first night we went out in a cafeteria in Hampstead. West Hampstead.
Okay. It's an area in London, if you don't know.
I saw someone throwing someone in the air. Right. Okay.
It's like a party move, or it's like a.
No. It was like he did a double leg on one guy, a single leg on another, a massive overhand on another. By the time I realised it was him and came to help, there were 4 bodies on the floor. That is not an exaggeration, by the way. And I thought I'm a tough guy, right? So I said, so what's this jiu-jitsu stuff? So I went to the class, the first class. Yeah. I stuck with you guys until I moved to America. I came to the class, and there was a guy about about your size, Fred, throwing me around, and I was like, I've got to get good at this. And I was just in shock. I was like, I can't believe how sick this is.
So it's kind of like our Fast and Furious. You did a 4v1.
Yeah, it's London back in the early days, so there was fighting going on all the time. We used to run nightclubs and stuff together, so it was there was always drama going on.
Yeah, we had fun though.
Yeah, they were good days. But the truth is now, we're in these positions where Mams is putting on these unbelievable shows, and we're working with unbelievable athletes and fighters, and with the whole confidence and the whole nervousness, I guess it's exactly what Mams is saying, and there's a level of excitement that translates into nerves, because you're also excited to see what you can do, and then there's that anticipation of wanting it to work out your way. But like you said, fights are fights, so whoever goes down, but we're prepared.
I thought you were about to say, in the position we are now, we can't throw people up in the air. We can't 4v1, guys. You guys are too important to be getting street fights nowadays.
100%, we can't do that.
No, we
No way. And he shouldn't have even spoke about that before.
Alexis is Alexis is probably everyone loves to hear Alexis talk. Hear Mams. Alexis' street cred just went from through the roof after that story.
And I'm
Oh
not,
no, Alexis people love you even more after that.
Listen, there's so many stories I could tell you. I'll tell
In the
you
book,
this.
it'll happen.
I wish I could say more, but there's things people used to come to his gym, all walks of life, and I'm talking top-notch UFC guys, top-notch guys, and whenever they'd spar with Alexis, he would demolish them. And I always asked why, but Alexis had no interest in doing it as a profession. You just loved.
Why did you have no interest?
Yeah, I think there's an egotistical element, whereas once you got your hand on somebody, let's say, who's a WBC champion or who's a UFC fighter, and you felt like you better do more, you got something out of it, or they better do whatever, that answered the question for me. And doing it in public was really never an issue for me about doing it. Like, I never got that ego kick of doing it in public. I love to see, don't get me wrong, I love to find the answers out, but it was never a thing of doing it in public that sold it for me.
You always maintained that. It's always been that.
What was Mams like as a fighter? What was it like training Mams? What was he best at? Was he better at boxing, jiu-jitsu, grappling? Where was Mams'?
He had a nickname.
He had a nickname.
What was it?
It was Mams the Guillotine Tailor.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Nickname. Yeah, he used to
I
catch
put
a lot of
you in
people
a
out.
couple of guillotines.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, no, we used to, we've been doing it for many years. Yeah, we've done this for many years. Like, we're talking about I was doing jiu-jitsu in the early 90s and living in the Gracie Academy with the founders of jiu-jitsu. We've been doing it for a long time, so, it's a long time. Yeah.
So Mams was best at the jiu-jitsu stuff or the boxing stuff? Where was he best at?
Yeah, well, Mams had a mixture of everything. He's a heavy hitter that could choke people out. Bit awkward, It's a bit awkward to say the least.
It's nice seeing you guys. I watched the KSI documentary that came out on his channel. Obviously, the reviews for like street fighters, and I think your kind of street cred and the respect of street fighters' name went up. Especially in Mams' Mams did. I don't know if you saw it or not. You're a bit of a caveman.
Yeah.
You don't watch much YouTube, but Mams did an interview with Geordie. I think they're very good reviews. All the comments are kind of praising and all the good stories. So it's good to see this kind of happen. Just one kind of final thing. Predictions for the fight. How do you guys honestly seeing it playing out?
Knockout. Tommy Fury will be on the canvas in 3 or 4 rounds. Hopefully 4, because otherwise I've got 5 Lamborghinis.
Can we break that news here?
Well, I think people know it, don't they?
No one knows yet. I was going to tweet it out a long time ago.
Yeah,
So do you want to tell the camera right now?
Lamborghini for Alexis
Shut up.
if in the first 3 rounds.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
But if it's in the first 4,
First 4, we take the win and we celebrate.
he gets a drink then at the club.
Yeah, none of us care. The truth is, none of us care about anything. When it comes to finances, none of us give a damn. I'd give up and sell.
Which is why I find it so funny if I saw you in a Lambo, because he does not care about. You wear nice shoes, but he wears jeans, a t-shirt. You in a Lambo look quite funny.
Not for me, but I will say this: every single thing, every materialistic thing can go down the drain. So long as we get that win, we've trained our arse off for it, and both of us know the levels we've gone to for JJ and the levels he's going to go to for us. So. Just maximum respect, and we're just looking forward to the night. I can't wait. It's
funny because I think honestly, when you have a certain mindset and a mentality, and not to get spiritual, but when you elevate your consciousness on a daily basis, you attract people who have a similar mentality. So myself, Alexis, KSI, and others around us, we're all about the passion and the goal. And making history and the legacy, that stuff matters, and then money and all that stuff always follows when you're.
That is the golden rule. Yeah. The golden rule is if you're passionate and you become great at your passion, money will get thrown at you.
If you make money your god will let you down. But if you're true to your passion and true to creating something that you visualize and you're excited about every day, you can't fail.
Yeah, you can't lose. Well, you never work a day in your life if you love the job that you do. I guess that's the rule.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. I love it.
It's a great spot to be in, and to be in an event like this is going to be one of the biggest pay-per-views in history. And
it's definitely one of the biggest. It's definitely the biggest this year. And definitely one of history.
I think it's going to be, considering when Logan and JJ fought on the same card last time, how big it was. I think this is going to be enormous.
Well, the issue is it now. Like if you look back 5 years ago when Mayweather was fighting, Mayweather Pacquiao. Piracy wasn't really around then. It wasn't really a thing people stream on Twitch. But now it's so easy that's where it comes in.
The line is you might get a bad feed Whereas every single fight on this fight card is amazing. So to want to try and pirate one fight isn't worth it when you've got a fight card like this. You'd just rather pay the $19.99 and buy the fight card. That's what you'd rather do, and then watch the whole fight card as you would.
Absolutely. You don't want to be that guy who's missing, you know, and it always, when the feed goes out, there's a knockout, and, you know, you being there live.
Yeah. The fights. There's some great fights.
That's the thing about pay-per-views in general. If it's something you're excited about, the live action, you sitting there and watching it live, and then in your case tweeting as well, and you know, you want to be right there front and center.
You want to see it firsthand with your own eyes. You want to be able to say in a few years' time, I was there that day. Yeah. I saw it go down.
It doesn't hit the same when you're like, did you hear this guy on Twitter? You're like, did you hear so-and-so knocked out so-and-so? And then you watch it, it's not the same as...
Seeing a clip of it is, rather than seeing the build-up of it.
Yeah.
Like how it went. The clip is one thing, but the process of like maybe someone falling down, getting back up and winning a fight, it's a great process.
The emotional journey you have watching, you know, because you can't help getting invested in the fighters one way or another as well. And the battle.
Especially in Misfits where everyone's personified, everyone's got their own character. There's a lot of promo package footage. You get behind the character almost.
Yeah, exactly that.
Like genuineness. You're in their lives, so you know them, you know?
Alright, I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. That was really nice. That's good again, guys. So that's what you showed me, the Prime card.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what flavour is that?
This is actually Ice Pop.
Ice Pop. I know Alexis loves his Prime, so I'm sure we'll get some soon, but... Awesome, that's great. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Fred.
Appreciate it, thank you, Fred.